Yes. So agriculture part is done. I explained. Farming, I said. What is the difference between the two? I explained it to you. What is tilling or tillage? What is husbandry? I told you. From where it originated, it came. Subsistence, I explained you the meaning, in the sense a farmer who farms only for his procurement, who does it for himself, and he is the main decision maker. How much he is going to sow or how much he is going to farm on that cultivated land. Got it? So now let's see agriculture in India. The history of agriculture in India goes back to the Indus Valley civilization. It is the second worldwide in farm outputs and has employed more than 50% of the Indian workforce and contributed 18% to country's GDP. Now, agriculture is the primary source of livelihood for 58% population of India. Animal husbandry, forestry, fisheries, the gross domestic product, about 31%. India is the highest ranked in the world net cropped area, followed by US and China. Can you imagine? But the economic contribution of agriculture in India's GDP is steadily declining with the country's broad-based economic growth. But it is still, agriculture is the biggest or the broadest economic sector and plays a significant role in the overall socio-economic fabric of India. That's why you see BJP's this next manifesto. If you go through BJP's manifesto of the coming elections, the Lok Sabha elections, that the 75 promises which they have made, out of which agriculture is being totally being put into a huge consideration. Farmers have to earn more. Farmers have to get the loans. Farmers cannot suffer. Farmers also will have bank accounts. Farmers will also have network. Farmers will also have light. Farmers will have all things. Punjab, it's there. Haryana, it's there. Why not the other parts of the country? They go around in BMWs. They go around in whatnot, Pajeros. Farmers. So agriculture is a very huge economic sector. As I said, 58% of India's population is the primary source of livelihood in agriculture. Why did the British come into India? Why did the French, why did the Dutch want Indian product, the indigo? If you go back into history, when the expansion of the British, they only wanted indigo, that color, which was not green. India exports huge amount of agricultural products. It has become the seventh largest agricultural producer in the world, exporter. Our agricultural exports are serving serve in developing and least developed nations also. Indian agricultural, horticultural and processed foods are, if I am not mistaken, it's been exported to 118 or more than 109, maybe 120 countries. Most goes to Japan, Southeast Asia, SAARC countries, the European Union and the United States. Okay. Again, we have this aquaculture and catch fishery. Now, fishing in India is a major industry, employing 145 million people. It ranks second in the aquaculture and third in fisheries production. Fisheries itself contributes 1.07% of the total GDP of India. It exports. It's the fastest growing industries in India. In between the past 20 years, the capture harvest doubled while aquaculture has tripled. In 2008, India was the sixth largest producer of marine and freshwater capture fisheries, and second largest aquaculture farmed fish producers. It exported 600,000 metric tons of fish products to nearly half of the world's countries. But only India lags far behind in terms of quality protein. That is intake at 20%. Okay. Which is to be tackled by making available protein-rich food products such as eggs, meat, fish, chicken at affordable prices. If they can hit this, India, no one will be able to touch India. And India's main gains have come from green revolution. Improving road, power generation infrastructure, knowledge of gains and reforms. Despite of these accomplishments, India agriculture has the potential for major productivity and total output gains. Because India's 30 to 60% is of the best sustainable crops. Okay. Post-harvest losses due to poor infrastructure, unorganized retail caused India to experience some highest food losses in the world. That is the main problem. So, the manifesto, as I said, the manifesto, if you read the manifesto of 75 promises, you will come to know what the government is doing for the agriculture. It is not only he is not doing anything for us, BJP is not doing, this government is not doing anything for us, but where they are working on it, you have to see. I am not supporting anybody. I am saying about the good work, the promises, the manifesto. If the manifesto is not there, if the manifesto is not bang on, your votes don't come. So the manifesto depends on what they are going to do. Are they going to be here or not there for any political party? But the manifesto for agriculture has been hit bang on this time, and it's really working. Because India is an agricultural country. Agriculture is most out here. Got my point? So I'll come back in the next video and we'll start reading the book, what all are there. I'll be just back.